Yeah, I know it's hot, Mike. Here. There we go. There we go. Now I got the mic unmuted. Good morning, or good morning, good afternoon. It's a little test for the Morning Night Live just to see what's happening with this, trying the StreamYards platform. So, hey, I'm going to play the intro because, that's what we do here. So here it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way, but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, yours truly, P. Dog Night. All right, hello. Okay, sounds good. Bye. All right, I had to answer the phone because this is Saturday and this is not normally when I do this. So, how are we doing, people? I'm just here checking something out. I was going to see how this platform looks. I'm trying some new things. And for some reason, that is not up right. Let's see, I got to click this off since you already know who I am. So I just happen to be doing a little test here. I think I'm probably gonna have to cut it short, but that's okay because I just wanted to try a couple things here. So anyway, I'm gonna check how my screen share looks. I'm gonna pop this up here. Let's do a screen that I want to have on though. I don't want that one up there. And we'll try that. So we're going to share a screen. And well, I'd rather have a different look here. Hey, good morning, Tales of Gore, or good morning, good afternoon. Hey, Della Hayes, good morning, gayest person on YouTube, Pincalo. I'm glad you're all here. So, the one thing I wanted to check out here. Oh, I do have a background back there. Look at that. So anyway, a couple stories that came out this weekend. Apparently, the Nicholas Sandmann's lawsuits are going to go forward against Washington Post, CNN, NBC. Let's see. All three Nicholas Sandmann lawsuits go forward. Let's see. What the hell? See that post for the background in the case. The judge is ruling. Okay, unfortunately I can't do video on Streamlabs. Yeah, it is an odd time to see me on. This is just kind of impromptu. I'm testing out the StreamYards. I'm going to use this when I have guests on the show, but I wanted to add some graphics to it so that it would look nice when I put it on the screen. So, let's see. So on October 29th, this is from Legal Insurrection, we reported on a stunning development in the Nicholas Sandmann's previously dismissed lawsuit against the Washington Post. The judge reopens the Nicholas Sandmann lawsuit, and you can look at that post for the background. I can probably put that in the chat somehow. Let's see. Let's try that. See if I can put something in the chat. Well, I could always do that since I have a pop-out chat. So we'll put that. There's the old Legal Insurrection case. But anyway, apparently, now, while on the surface it was a relatively narrow ruling, reopening only a limited number of factual claims is also in fact, a big win for Salmon. His attorney now get to take the discovery on the Washington Post process that went into the story. That inquiry will not be limited to the factual statements, because the process by which those statements made it into the Washington Post reporting is the same process by which all the dismissed statements were reported. So the entire process will be subject to depositions and document discovery. Salmon's attorneys likely will find facts to bolster a number of their claims, so expect a second amended complaint with the results of the discovery process. I'm doing great, Rich Oak. I'm glad you're here. The same judge has ruled in similar cases against CNN and NBC and allows the cases to move forward on the same basis as the Washington Post case. As to CNN, the court ruled, as in the Washington Post case, the court believes that discovery is necessary to determine what happened in the unfortunate events which give rise to this litigation, and to determine whether the defendant accurately reported them, and if it failed to do so, whether the failure was due to negligence or malice. That could cause some big problems. Naturally, following a sufficient period of discovery, these issues will again be reviewed at the summary judgment phase under a more stringent standard. And as to NBC, the court ruled, therefore, as in the two related cases, the court finds that the statements that the plaintiff blocked Phillips or did not allow him to retreat, if false, meet the test of being libelous per se under the definition quoted above. So we know for a fact that Nicholas Sandmann, you can watch the video. It won't take a rocket science to see that Nicholas Sandmann did not block Phillips, nor did he not allow him to retreat. That's like fish in a barrel. That's too easy, right? As can be seen, all three cases, the only surviving claim is as to the allegation that Sandmann blocked Phillips. That's a narrow issue on the surface, but it's an issue Sandmann's lawyers could drive a truck through, because they get discovery of the entire news process that led up to the reporting. And who knows what they might find that will allow for trying to reinstate the other claims. Sandmann's lawyer, Lynn Wood, touted the rulings on Twitter. And Lynn Wood says, as predicted today, Judge Bertelsmann entered an order allowing the Nicholas Sandmann case to go, against NBC Universal to proceed to discovery, just as he had earlier ruled with respect to the Washington Post and CNN. So it's a huge win for them. They get to, let's see. Oh, everyone throw. Okay, thanks, Tales of Gore. Is there really anybody here? What I got to do. My problem using this now I got to go figure out how the hell to get into my studio I've never used this program. So let's see if I go live here. Okay, you don't need to see the sausage making here. Let's see. I go into my studio. Is it allowing me to? Oh, there we go. All right, pop in live. I didn't do a bookmark thumbnail for this, did I? Okay. All right. So, there's a bunch of people here. I didn't even realize there was that many people here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Night Live. All right. So, then let's see. There was another case I wanted to look at here. Oh, do you know what's going on now? Has anyone following college football today? I got a question for y'all. Does anyone, if you've seen what's happening at the Harvard-Yale football game, it is the number one trending thing on Twitter still to this time. Let's see. Let's check this out. Because at halftime, wait a minute. Let's put this back. There we go. At halftime of the Harvard-Yale game, apparently a sit-in occurred. A bunch of students sat in on the middle of the field protesting climate issues, and they delayed the second half of the game. Now, I don't know. I know as I'm looking through this hashtag that they did have police out there, and they were getting people trying to get people to leave the field and whatnot. But I don't know if they've ever continued the game. In fact, let's do this. Let's see. Breaking: over 150 Yale and Harvard students, alumni, faculty stormed the field at Harvard, Yale to demand divestment from fossil fuels and cancel holdings in Puerto Rican debt. When it comes to the status quo, nobody wins, as according to that. And then there's Harvard students for Bernie. Watch hundreds of both Harvard and Yale students storm the field in solidarity with divest Harvard and fossil fuel Yale. By investing in fossil fuels and Puerto Rican debt, Harvard and Yale proved to be complicit in climate crisis. Yeah. Let's see. Good question, Faithless. Are the players screaming, "It's not about scoring points, it's about making a home here"? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Seamus High Functional. Good morning or good afternoon, Faithless. I am glad y'all are here. So yeah, that's kind of funny if you ask me. Now, the other thing I wanted to but yeah, I'm wondering though. So I'm still trying to figure out if the game ever went forward. Here, let's click the latest tab here. A fossil-free Yale body bodes ill for the Peabody Museum. Okay. Let's see. Sounds like visiting and went to Yale are semantically the same, except for elitists who give a F about credentials. But think, public school until means 1 year. I don't even know. Oh, I don't know what that means. Let's see. Someone here says embarrassing protest about climate change is real at the game like that. At least during the Vietnam War, college campuses were up in arms about lives being lost. Yale and Harvard students should be ashamed. Yale, well, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. Protest what you got to protest, but damn, you're gonna shut down the game. These self-important humans are just, oh, hey, here's one of those ones that here's one of those hashtag whores, meaning the chicks who let's see, they steal that, they take all the trending hashtags and put them into a tweet, and then basically talk about how they will they want a part of your anatomy touching part of their anatomy and all that stuff, and then you're supposed to click on them, and they apparently have like what are those what's that thing called when what is it? I don't know. They'll have a link to their just only me site or whatever the hell those stupid sites are called. So that cracks me up. All right, so that's the Harvard Yale game. Enough of that. Let's see. Now let's see if I can get this. Oh, you can do that. Oh, I'm learning how to use this software, so I'm not real familiar with it. What else we got? Oh, In-N-Out Burger is being sued. Not MySpace. No, there's what's it called? When the thoughts on Twitter, who put the provocative pictures on Twitter, but if you want to see the real stuff, you got to go to this other site. And a lot of them use it. I don't even know what it is. I see them all the time, and I'm like, I don't care. Note that I am not familiar with the site that I'm talking about. Not Instagram, not MySpace. It's a site where they can kind of be naked, I don't know. Apparently, at least that's what it is. Only me. What's it called? I don't know. Not Instagram, not MySpace. MySpace. Who uses MySpace? Does MySpace even exist anymore? You know what? I'm curious now. Let me see. MySpace.com. What's at MySpace.com right now? Well, I'll be damned. It's still there. Is this it? They're still on MySpace, well, except it's mostly just articles, but you can sign up for it still. I wonder if, I had a MySpace way back when. I wonder if mine is still up there. I should check that out. I said MySpace as a joke. Well, I know you said MySpace as a joke, but it's still, it's actually here. Bjork included a message from Greta Thunberg in the breathtaking London show last night. That's a headline on MySpace right now, on the head of MySpace.com. Be damned. Huh. Anyway, all right. Let's see here. Oh, what was the next one? Oh, so I said this is going to be about sports. So I got another sports story. I don't usually do sports stories, but here we go. Let's see. Let me see if I'm doing this right this time. Not there. I want it like this. Okay. We're still sharing screen. Oh, I see. There we go. So the other day, that Cleveland and Pittsburgh game where the guys got into the brawl and the one guy pulled the guy's helmet off and tried to hit him with it, Myles Garrett. Well, I see a lot of people complaining on Twitter lately because they're saying, oh yeah, they suspended Myles Garrett, he gave him a big old fine, but they didn't do anything to Rudolph, and Rudolph did this and Rudolph did that. Well, apparently the NFL has disciplined 33 different players from that game in the Myles Garrett, Mason Rudolph aftermath. The Steelers and Browns brawl proved wasn't just costly for Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph. The NFL handed down 35 fines for a for a $732,219 total, including a $250,000 each for the Browns and the Steelers franchises. In response to last week's fight, the league announced Saturday, including Saturday's lost suspensions, the incident's price tag was worth more than $2 million, according to NFL.com. A majority of the fines came out to $3,500.07 levied against players for entering the area where Garrett had hit Rudolph over the head with the quarterback's helmet as a part of the late game fight. Garrett was fined $45,623. I never understand why it's like not a more round number, but who knows? And was suspended indefinitely. And the suspension was for the hitting him with the helmet. If it had just been a fight, he would have just got the fine for fighting. But the helmet got him suspended. And then Rudolph, who went after Garrett prior to being hit, was docked $50,000 for unsportsmanlike conduct. He was the highest fined player in the incident, just more than Garrett. The suspension for Garrett was because of the helmet, but for the fight itself, Rudolph was fined more than Garrett. The Browns' Larry Ogunjobi was suspended a game, while the Steelers' Marquise Pouncey was suspended for 2 games for their roles. So they got a list of the fines here. Like I said, the Browns and the Steelers both got fined $250,000, and then they list all the other players. So anyway, yeah, take it out of your paycheck, fellas. Now that it's the $3,507 entering fighting arena or area. Interesting. Anyway, okay, let's see what else we got. Me. Oh, you have to do this. Okay, I'm learning. I'm just learning how to use this. So, and then when I have guests on, my guests will show up on the screen, and I won't have the lagging problems. This will be awesome. So yeah, it's pocket change for these guys. Hey, Red Chaos Street. Now that's a new name I've never seen in here before. How you doing? I'm glad you're here. All right. Then finally, now this one I'm not going to get into too deep because I got to go get some stuff out of the basement for my wife because we're making some special food tonight, and I need to get a couple stock. Well, it's not for tonight. We're making soups for Thanksgiving. We always have we always give away soup to our friends that come over. Anyway, but let's see here. The last one, there was another Blexit debate. If you're familiar with the Blexit movement, if you're familiar with Candace Owens, and she has this I don't know if you want to call it an organization. Well, it's becoming an organization, but the Blexit thing, and for talking about Black people exiting the Republican Party, or excuse me, Democratic Party, and it's amongst Black folks, it's controversial in how it's presented, especially about those of us who are on the conservative side of that, the political spectrum. It's controversial. Part of it because Candace, my feelings on Candace, if you've been around here, I'm not a fan of Candace. I think, yes, she has some of them talking points, but she don't know the background. And so this last debate was somebody named, was it Bryson? The heck's his name? I see what I did there. Hang on, I gotta find it now because I accidentally turned my YouTube page to I know I didn't put, that's why I didn't put a thumbnail up here. You know what? Actually, like I said, this is a test. So anyway, all right, let me get here. Bryson Gray, and the other guy's name was Shaka Shakur. Now, Shaka Shakur, now both these guys are Trump supporters, but one is not a fan of the Blexit organization and what's it called? The whole Blexit thing. Okay, so Blexit, Candace Owens having these events in different cities around the country, and basically, it's funny because she kind of has to bus people into them. Like she had one in Atlanta, and had to bus all these people in, and we showed you some of the Tree of Logic and versus Pierre and Charisse debate, and that was kind of a slaughter because Tree of Logic had control over the whole thing. Well, this one was a little better because Brian Sharp, also known as Hotep Jesus, and Naomi from 50 Shades of Red, they moderated the debate, and this one was a lot more. It was more instructive. It was more much better managed between the people. And I wish this particular stream, I'm not going to get into it. Hopefully I'll be able to chance to get into it with some people next Friday on Black Friday, because I'm trying to have some people come over and join me on the stream. That's why I'm testing this today. But it shows you the fact that sometimes when you have people debating things, they will talk for several minutes at a time, and they're not talking about the same thing. And so there were several occasions in this where Bryson would be talking about one aspect of something, and Shaka Shakur would be talking about another aspect of something, and didn't realize they weren't talking about the same thing. And so there were several instances like that where, for me, I can understand a lot of different sides of this. I follow a lot of different people who talk about, Candace and Blexit. I talk to, the Hoteps. I talk to the conscious Black conservatives. I talk to just run-of-the-mill everyday conservatives, or old people who've been around for a long time like me, or some of these new Blexit people. I follow all of them. And the people who are criticizing Blexit have some very, very, very valid points about how they're not really, what is it? Some very valid points about how the Blexit people don't know what they're talking about, and aren't actually, their audience isn't really the Black community. Because if they were, they wouldn't use certain terms and certain types of language that they use. And so it's very constructive criticism, because there's a lot of people, there are a lot of Black conservatives out there. And I'm not using capital letter Black conservatives. I'm talking about people who are conservative, who are Black, American Black, conservatives. But their lack of interest in the Democratic Party is because because they don't feel like there's anything in it, anything else for them, whether it be being independent or libertarian or Republican. So, supposedly the Blexit movement is supposed to be educational, but unfortunately, the Blexit movement is a movement that their style is to talk down to people. Okay. And so anyway, that's the whole rub, and that's the whole debate. And unfortunately, I mean, there were some good points that came up in this particular debate. And like I said, I'm not going to get into it, too many details about it now, but it was very interesting. And hopefully I'll have some people on Friday to talk about that. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, please join us on Friday. But for now, that's all I'm going to do today. Like I said, I just wanted to test out some stuff. Unless y'all got any questions or got something to talk about. Professional blacks, not professional blacks. Well, I don't know what you mean by that. I'm not sure what you mean by not professional blacks. I'm not sure the question, Faithless. Anyway, yes, all you need. I know it's not Saturday morning. In fact, it's not even the morning night. This is just a special edition. I don't have graphics for anything that's not the morning night live. Maybe I'll add some new graphics next time and just put P-Dog Night up there. But anyway, so as you know, I'm going to be here on Monday again, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. And people who's being black is their profession. Oh yeah, you mean like kind of like some of the grievance grifters types? I don't know. Anyway, so I'll be back here on Monday, 10 a.m. just like I always am. I will be doing a show. I don't know. Will I be doing one Thanksgiving? I don't know. I'll be busy, and I got my setup's in my dining room, and that's where we're having all our people. We got 10 people coming over, so I don't know if I'm going to do one Thanksgiving Day, maybe Thanksgiving evening. But I'm definitely doing one Friday morning, and that's going to be our Black Friday show. And it'll be interesting if you guys are normally here. Please join us for that show. So anyway, I got work to do. We got some cooking to do. So those of you who showed up, I really appreciate you. I don't have my Streamlabs open, so I don't know if anyone donated. If you did, thank you so much. I'll talk about that on Monday. And Thanksgiving in the States is this coming Thursday. It's always the last Thursday, or excuse me, is the third or fourth? It's fourth Thursday the fourth Thursday in November every year is Thanksgiving in the United States. So that's that. We probably won't have a show that morning because I got to move all these computers somewhere else. So anyway, hey, thanks for being here. Like I said, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central, 3 p.m. GMT. And also make sure if you haven't done so, if you're here, you might as well like it. You showed up for something, so hit the like button. I appreciate that. And if you ever want to make donations or do super chats during our show, I'll have to figure out how to keep track of when this is on with using this program. But that description is that is in the description down below. So thank you everybody for stopping in. My name is P-Dog Knight, and I'm out of here. Have a great day.